What if the most powerful strategy in relationships isn't winning arguments, outsmarting competitors, or being endlessly nice? What if it's something far simpler and far more effective? This strategy lies in a principle so fundamental that it mirrors reality itself: consistency. When you become predictable, reliable, and fair in your dealings, you unlock something that money, charm, and intelligence alone cannot buy: trust. And trust is the currency that compounds forever. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you're listening to Exercising Self-Control from Fitness to Flourishing. Consistency wins because it develops trust, provides reliability, and leads to long-term cooperation. It succeeds where pure aggression or unconditional passivity fail. Acting on first principles means building decisions on fundamental truths about how reality works. Reality is predictable. Gravity doesn't surprise you. It's reliable. You never have to doubt whether the ball you throw into the air will come down. When you act on first principles, you align your behavior with these natural laws. You are striving to be as reliable as reality itself. There are 4 rules of engagement. 1. Provide clear, consistent boundaries. When your responses are consistent and proportional, people can relax. They know what you reward and reject. They stop testing you, not out of fear, but out of predictability. There's no advantage to testing someone whose response you can predict. Here's an example. A contractor delivers on time and on budget. When a client tries to negotiate after completion, the contractor politely declines. By the 3rd deal, the client stops testing. They've learned this person is fair and their word is their bond. The consistent contractor wins the long-term relationship. 2. Shape for future behavior. Your response to a behavior teaches the other person how to treat you next time. Consistency provides structure. People know if they deal fairly with you, they'll be treated fairly back. If they betray you, they lose that benefit. Here's an example. A friend repeatedly cancels plans last minute. The first time, you let it slide. The second time, you address it directly. The third time, you simply don't make plans for a while. Not out of anger, but consistency. If they start showing up reliably, you immediately return to full engagement. You've taught them through actions, not words. 3. Avoid the unworkable extremes. Most people fall into one of 2 mistakes: unwarranted aggression. Winning every argument destroys trust and leads to isolation. Hopeful niceness. Being too soft rewards exploitation. Generosity without boundaries invites people to take advantage. The reciprocal strategy balances both. It rewards cooperation, mirrors betrayal only once, and forgives when the other person returns to cooperation. This balance of trust with consequence is what most people miss. 4. Focus on the long term. The person who plans for the quality of the relationship wins over the person who merely tries to win in the moment. Crushing someone feels satisfying once, perhaps. Earning trust takes much more effort, but is beneficial for everyone long into the future. In game theory, this strategy is called tit for tat. The first move: enter expecting cooperation and goodwill. Lead with trust. If betrayed, respond in kind. Burn them in return once. The critical move, assume they made a mistake and the goodwill still exists. Never punish more than once. They learn you're predictable. Eventually, they either stop trying to screw you over or you choose to stop dealing with them. Either way, the problem is solved. You know what else is predictable? Reality. That's how you want to approach life. Be as reliable and predictable as reality itself. Gravity doesn't negotiate. The seasons don't change based on emotion. When you operate on principle, your behavior becomes predictable. People can trust you the way they trust physics. Ask yourself, where in my life am I being inconsistent? Where are you rewarding behavior you shouldn't? Punishing people multiple times for the same mistake? Changing your standards based on mood? Identify one area. Commit to being as consistent as reality itself in that area for the next 21 days. And pay attention to what happens. Consistency, just like excellence, can seem boring, but it's powerful. It's the strategy that wins in game theory, builds trust, and creates long-term cooperation in business, relationships, and leadership. To succeed more often, be as reliable and predictable as reality itself. That's it for today. Catch you next time.